Oh, welcome back to Pup Life, the podcast unleashed. I am Pugs Moran. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, go to our socials if you're interested in the slightest bit of living that pup life. Continuing here in our very special series of videos on the top 10 most popular dog breeds in America, we bring you to number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the Poodle, the number 5 most popular dog breed in America. Now, here's what we do. We give you a little bit of information, and when I say a little bit, that's, this is just a little place for you to start. We ask 3 very important questions that you need to ask yourself before you get yourself a dog. I think 3 most important questions are: 1, how big is it going to get? 2, is it mean? 3, is it right for me? Is this the right breed for me? Because remember, getting a dog is an investment. It's a 10, 15, 20 years, if we're lucky, investment in somebody that's going to be in our life. And if we are not compatible, that's not a good thing. So let's get started. The 3 questions that we ask, and then, we'll assess at the end whether or not we think poodles are right for us. But first, the very first thing we like to do is we like to look at celebrities. We like to look at what celebrities own the breed, the poodle. Well, the poodle has a historic run with celebrity owners going all the way back. Look at this. We got Liz Taylor here. And isn't this exactly what you assume from someone of this type in the 1950s? The poodle exemplifies sophistication and elegance in making it. Look at her, Liz Taylor, with a couple, black one and a white one. How beautiful. I don't know who this is. This is a celebrity. Who is she? Is that Jacqueline Smith? I don't know. After a certain amount of birthdays and plastic surgeries, everybody starts to look kind of the same. Jeff Goldblum, he's got himself a standard poodle right there. Jeff Goldblum, celebrity. Marilyn Monroe, of course. If Elizabeth Taylor's got a poodle, you got to imagine Marilyn Monroe had one. This is either Rihanna or it's a South Korean boy band pop star. I don't know. I can't tell. Whoever it is, they've got themselves a poodle. And of course, Robin Williams. Look at him there with his big old standard poodle. All right. So look, the poodle is very established in the celebrity realm. They've been famous for years. And celebrities, again, the poodle sort of signifies success, elegance, sophistication. So now let's get to the first 3 questions, the big 3 questions that we ask about any breed before we bring it into our home. First question, it's one for Mom. How big is the poodle going to get? Well, there's 3 varieties of poodle, so it depends. The standard poodle is the big poodle. I know, we call it the giant poodle, but it's the standard poodle, and that's the big one. That's going to get about 15 inches and above. A standard poodle is 15 inches or bigger, so 15 inches at the shoulders and above, and you're probably looking at about 45 to 70 pounds. Then you've got the toy. The toy is the little one, the cute little one. The toy is tiny. The toy is under 10 inches, is going to be 5 to 10 pounds. And then in the middle of these, you've got the mid breed of the poodle, the mid variety, if you will. That's known as the miniature. That's right. The toy is the smallest. The miniature is the medium, and the standard is the big one. The miniature is going to get 10 to 12 inches from the shoulder, 10 to 12 inches. And then it's probably going to run about 10 to 20 pounds. So there you go. How big will it get? Question 2 for the poodle. Are poodles mean? Well, now, that's a very difficult question because, again, we're dealing with 3 different varieties of poodle, the miniature, the toy, and the standard, and they are slightly different. Let's start with the toy, okay? The toy poodle. Is it mean? Well, aggressive, maybe. Anxious is how I would describe it. It's a small animal. It's feeling, it's got a Napoleon complex. Everything is bigger than it. It lives its life in fear. Your job for that small toy poodle is to just lovey-dovey it. Just always be near it. Always give it the attention it craves. But if you don't do that, yeah, they can be pretty nippy, if you will. They ain't feeling the love. They do have a tendency to get a little bit anxious. I don't want to say aggressive, but anxious. The giant, which is what I call it, it's the standard poodle. But the standard poodle is not an aggressive dog. It does sometimes have bouts of anxiousness, but they're also big cuddle hounds. The big giant poodles are big cuddle hounds. Also a good watchdog. The standard poodle, the large variety of poodle, is a very good watchdog. And because of its size, it's an intimidating force. It looks like a giant poodle, but it's a giant poodle. And the miniature, which is the middle breed, sort of, splits the difference between the two. Look, poodles are very complicated because we've all been around poodles, and we've all had poodles that maybe weren't the nicest, the most. It depends. I mean, it really does. But the poodle is a complicated breed. Let's leave it at that. Poodle is a complicated breed. All right, the final question that we like to ask here is, am I right for the poodle? What a lot of people don't understand about the poodle is that the poodle is a hunting dog. The poodle is a pure hunting dog. That's what they were bred for. They're hunting dogs in fancy clothes. That's what they are. They're stuck-up, pretentious. They're fox hunting dogs. You know what I mean? They're rich people hunting dogs. So they are active, and they do require, certainly the standard poodles, the larger poodles do require a person who's a little bit active. They like to get out. They like to get their exercise. They're very curious. They're incredibly intelligent. If you're going to get a poodle trained, a poodle is very, very good at training. Poodles are very easily trained, but again, independent-minded, very intelligent, a bit anxious, depending upon the breed. All right, there you have it. Those are the 3 questions answered. Once again, I ask you to like, subscribe, follow us, continue. We've got more. We're counting down the top 10 most popular dog breeds in America. I am Pugs Moran from Pup Life, the podcast Unleashed.